I'm going to do a Burns poem, but in line with the celebrations, I was kind of racking my head for what to do, and I thought I would do a dream, which, if you've not heard before, is Burns making a thinly veiled attempt at. He reckoned that you couldn't be seditious if you were just relating what your dream was, and he was concerned that King George III's court poets were being somewhat too effusive in their praise of a monarch who was very clearly losing his marbles. So he takes King George III to task and then goes on to eviscerate the rest of the family. The potentate of Wales, the Prince of Wales, obviously goes on to be George IV. We think of him as the Prince Regent. Royal Tarry-breeks goes on to be King William IV. The one in between, the Bishop Osnaburg, was the Duke of York, who, as well as being Duke of York, had been given the title of Duke of Osnabrück, which was a bishopric. But because he wasn't a Roman Catholic, he didn't have to be a member of the clergy. He just collected the rents for Osnabrück, essentially, because, of course, they were a German family. But there you go. Queen Charlotte gets a mention as well. You'll all know Charlotte Square in Edinburgh. And King George III and Charlotte had 16 children that made it to adulthood, which was quite some record. So she must have spent a great deal of her time lying on her back for one reason or another. But this is a dream. Good morning to your Majesty. May heaven augment your blisses on every new birthday you see. A humble poet wishes. My bardship here at your levee on sic a day as this is sure an uncouth sicht to see among the birthday dresses sae fine this day. I see your complimented thrang by many a lord and lady. God save the king's a cuckoo sang that's unca easy said, eh? The poets too, a venal gang with rhymes wheel turned and ready would gar ye trow ye ne'er do wrang, but I, unerring, steady, on sic a day. For me, before a monarch's face, ye ne'er I'll win a flatter, for neither pension, post, nor place am I your humble debtor, so nae reflection on your grace, your kingship to bespatter. There's mony war been o' the race, and Abelins ain't been better than you this day. 'Tis very true, my sovereign king, my skill may weel be doubted, but facts are chiels that win a ding, and down a be disputed. Your royal nest aneath your wing is e'en richt, reft, and clouted, new the third part of the string, and less will gang about it than did I day. Far be it frae me that I aspire to blame your legislation, or say ye wisdom want, or fire to rule this michty nation, but faith, I muckle doot, my sire. You've trust administration to chaps wha in barn or byre would better fill their station in courts yon day, and noo you've gi'en all Britain peace or broken shins to plaister. Your sair taxation does her fleece, till she is scarce a taster. For me, thank God my life's a lease, nae bargain wearing fester, or faith, I fear that with the geese, I shortly boost to pasture of the craft some day. I'm no mistrusting Willie Pitt when taxes he enlarges, and whiles a true good fella's get, I name no envy sparges, that he intends to pay your debt and lessen all your charges, but God's sake, let me 7 foot abridge your bonny barges and boats this day. Adieu, my liege. May freedom gae aneath your high protection, and may ye rax corruption's neck and gear for dissection. But since I'm here, I'll no neglect in loyal, true affection to pay your queen with due respect. May fealty and subjection this great birthday Hail, Majesty most excellent. While nobles strive to please ye, will ye accept a compliment a simple bloke gies ye? Ye bonny bairn time, heaviness lent, still higher may they hease ye, in bliss, till fate some day is sent, forever to release ye frae care that day. For you, young potentate o' Wales, I tell your highness fairly, down please your stream, wi' swelling sails, I'm told you're driving rarely, but some day ye may gnaw your nails and curse your folly sairly, that ere ye brak Diana's pails, or rattled dice wi' Charlie, be nicht or day, ye aft. A ragged cout's been known to mak a noble lever. So ye may doucely fill the throne for other Glish MacClaver. There, him at Agincourt, wha shone, few better were or braver, and yet, wi' funny queer Sir John, he was an unca shaver for money a day. And you, Richt Reverend Osnaburg, nane sets the lawn sleeves sweeter, although a ribbon at your lug would been a dress completer. As ye disown yon pochty dug that bears the keys of Peter, then swith and get a wife to hug, or troth, you'll stain the mitre some luckless day. Young royal tarry breeks, I learn you've lately come athwart her. A glorious galley, stem and stern, weel rigged for Venus barter, but first hang out, that shall discern your high menial charter, then heave aboard your grape alarm, and large upon her quarter come through that day. Ye lastly, bonny blossoms, oh, ye royal lassies dainty, heaven make ye good, as weel as braw, and gie ye lads a plenty. But sneer na British boys awa, for kings are unca scanty, and German gentles are but sma', they're better just than one eye on ony day. God bless ye all. Consider now, your unca muckle dote, but ere the course of life be through, it may be bitter sought it, and I hae seen near coggy foo, and yet he taro tit it. But ere the day was done, I trow, the wagon, they hae clot it foo clean that day.
Very good, Charlie. Very good.
Excellent comment. Well done, comment.
Cheers.
I don't know how Burns got away with that. I still don't know how he got away with that.
Aye, fantastic.